My psychic medium readings explain women who work for an S&M kitty porn snuff movie business, who also do human trafficking, are women who say they are City Hall computer technicians. And readings explain they wear lab coats with stethoscopes, nurse dresses, nurse coveralls, and socks and Keds nurse shoes to fool people. And readings say they are secret court monitors covering troubled individuals that are on lists by hacking spy cam bugging equipment and security cameras. And readings say really they cause the troubles to all the nice, normal individuals on their lists. Readings say they hack and rob PayPal, Cash App, Venmo from them. They loot UPS, FedEx gifts and money and jobs from trucks by the Los Angeles River at 11 streets at 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Reading says they steal their mail, money and jobs from it, and their work calls by phone bugging equipment that shows calls coming in internationally. So they steal their work calls and income that way. They steal their jobs and income from UPS FedExes by looting. They steal money they make from their work by hacking. And that's what my readings say. And they pretend they're covering uh, troubled people when they cause the trouble. They are gang stalkers stalking targeted individuals that they are robbing and that they frame. And my reading says they do this to wrangle up the cast for the Kitty Porn Snuff movie call sheet. And they are the cast in the movies doing the sex tortures and murdering the victims. And my readings say it every day. And they run around pretending they're helping in nurse dresses, nurse coverlets, nurse shifts, scrubs, and scrub dresses. And readings say they sit around in what they call nice new vehicles they got at Keys Toyota Van Nuys Boulevard and from Dodge. They sit around packed in there with no underwear or pubic hair having an orgy on meth heroin, drinking peppermint schnapps, alcohol in their scrub dresses they say they're totally nude under. In their nurse shifts, their coveralls with bobby socks and kids, no underwear, no pubic hair. They say they have shaved PUSSYs and eat their friends hot CUNT. And that's what they do all night and day in between the kitty porn snuff movies where they murder people. And so I'm giving the tips so people might find them. Reading says they also go around on city scooters and city bicycles and will say they whip their lab coat out of their backpack to look efficient and official, and they have what they call nifty clipboards with papers. Reading says they go in markets with stethoscopes and lab coats and lie to the store manager desks and rob property and money sent to someone on their targeted list. And my readings say many are 10 years old, and many are youths, teenagers also. My readings have said it many times. And the 10-year-olds are in the cars with them. They're molesting them while they drink peppermint schnapps alcohol. And the 10-year-olds say uh, they don't know what's wrong with the women they're with molesting them in a kitty porn movie every day in the morning because they get paid for that. They don't get it. Because reading says they brainwash them as girls when they're children. At 9 years old, they give them peppermint schnapps alcohol and tell them to lie about people on the lists. And that's to take them to kitty porn and snuff murder movies. S&M sex torturing is what they're addicted to doing. And reading says they take children in their city hall, computer technician, local work, apartment buildings and houses by the hand, lying. They're taking them to color and play, acting nice. And the minute they bring them in the door, they rip their clothes off and knock them on the floor. And the tripod camera is set up for them to get the shocked look on the innocent children's faces as they do S&M movies. They do S&M sex torturing. They are addicted to shocking the happiest, nicest, innocent, normal people on earth. And that's part of the scene on what they call the movie call sheet. They are the cast and crew of a kiddie porn S&M snuff movie business. That's who they are. And they sex torture victims in their city hall, local work, apartment buildings, and houses. And my readings say it every day for many years. And 9 of them or so will sit around in 10 vehicles, no underwear, no pubic hair, drinking peppermint schnapps, on meth and heroin they're shot up with all day and night, sit around having sex together, filming it on their cell phones, and they sit watching the kiddie porn movie on the dashboard of them murdering the victims in the movies. And readings say they traffic 10-year-olds also, and they book and reserve a lot of hotel and motel rooms, and they say they apply makeup on the 10-year-olds, dress them in a shiny, sparkly outfit, 10 and over, 10, 12, 11, 13, 14, and up. Every age girl and young women, 18 and over, and mothers, and they traffic mothers and daughters and children, my readings say. And that's another tip. And they say they set up the hotel room to stoop, hump, grind their living lights out. After they apply makeup to the 10-year-olds and dress them in a sparkly, shiny outfit to human traffic them. And they say they do that after the men eat them out and give them head and do oral sex to them, restrained in the City Hall computer hacker technician headquarter rooms, where they have gyno chairs and child pelvic stands, where they do freak off S&M sex torture murder movies. The whole group of them. Reading says these girls who sit around in nurse uniforms, no underwear, pubic hair, acting nice, with stethoscopes and clipboards, walking around, scootering around on city scooters. Readings say they molest babies and toddlers and young children strapped in a child pelvic exam stand, naked, and they say they squat down so their legs spread out to get their vagina in the camera shot, and sometimes wear a pink nurse dress for the scene on the movie call sheets. And the male medics who pretend they're in a medical observation unit with these nurse pedophile molester serial killer girls and women, the 9 big dark male medics do them doggy style while they are molesting a baby in a child pelvic stand till they're dead. And that is the scene on the movie call sheet probably every day of the week, the readings say, or 5 days a week, or 2 days a week, and it's a freak off. These girls that are 10, 15, 16, reading says they went to Millikan Middle School, and they're on Grant High School home passes, homeschooling, and really they're molesters. And reading says that they are 10, 15, 16, 18, 22, 29, 30, 33 to 35, and young women and teenagers and older women who are their mothers they do mom-daughter porn with for years since they were minors. Reading says they all stand around naked so the men can view them. Then they blast the rock and roll, throw peppermint schnapps all over, drink, guzzle it down, spread their vagina out, molest a baby they strapped crying in a child pelvic medical exam stand while the 9 big male medics have intercourse with them doggy style for the movie call sheet scenes. And they say they take their costume off the costume rack that's labeled with their name. And they started doing this, as many do now, at 10 years old. They drink peppermint schnapps alcohol, and they are told to disrobe. They are told to take the costume off the costume rack labeled with their name if it's a wardrobe in the